Hello, good evening, everyone. I'm Joe Giuliano, and I want to welcome you to another edition of New You Life Freedom Live. We do this meeting every single Tuesday night so that our distributors can invite people that they've been talking to about our incredible product lineup, our incredible company and opportunity. And it's nice because you don't have to be a presenter. And as long as you can invite, which, by the way, I think one of the most important things we do is just tell our two-minute story and invite people to hear a little more. Those of you out there that are entrepreneurial understand that. So we're very excited to have you tonight. Those of you that are guests of someone, we can't thank you enough for giving us some of your time. I know how important it is, and I promise you that we will not waste it. I don't think you will roll your eyes because I know there are a lot of things out there in our world that will make you roll your eyes. So without further ado, we're going to get started. We have a great program lined up. As I said, I have Miss Ange Chandler here with us, and she will be joining us in a few minutes. I'm very excited to have her. And let me just start by saying this. I believe that at this juncture in history, there are so many people that have had the aha moment that have said to themselves, I have to do something different. I have to find another way to generate an additional stream of income where it's on me, where I take the responsibility, where I don't go out and trade my time for someone else's money. And even though this meeting is not about me, it's about you, those of you that are guests, and trust me, I'm not going to call any of you out or ask you to speak or anything like that. But I just have to look at my wife and I 30 years ago when we were young parents. I used to travel the world. My wife had a background in nursing, and we wanted her to raise the kids. We did not want to put our children in daycare, and I didn't want to be away for 3 or 4 months at a time while my babies were growing up. So we found this industry. We didn't have the money to go out and start a traditional business. We already had one. It did not take a huge bankroll, but it did not provide enough income for me to surpass a $75,000 a year job as an aircraft mechanic. So my wife and I found this industry, and lo and behold, her and I putting our head down, we did it together. I'll never forget her going out there and getting the customers we needed, or helping both of us recruiting people and just building a business. A year later, we were full time. So we owe everything to this industry because for the last 3 decades, it's given us an opportunity to have choices and options and wake up when we want and go on vacation when we want, have enough money to do that. There's been tough times, there's been up times, there's been down times, just like anything else in life. But I would not trade it for the world, because I learned at the young old age of 25 that I just wasn't equipped to work for someone for the rest of my life. And it's okay to have a job. It's okay to work for someone else. But if you aspire to bring in more money, maybe this can be a part-time thing for you. If you aspire to earn a vacation and take your spouse to Hawaii or Costa Rica, this year we're going to Jamaica, this could be for you. But if you aspire to take the bull by the horns and be full-time, this could be the thing for you, because we have many full-time people here, and this is our livelihood. And what I love about it is, if you are the type of person that loves helping others build something or be successful or become just a better person in business or whatever that is, if you love helping other people achieve something, let's put it like that, then this is the business for you. So in 2017, my wife and I were hungry to find something unique. In our wildest dreams, we never thought that we would find what we did. I received a phone call from an individual, and that individual said, I have a gentleman in Northern California who has nutritional stores. He's formulated over 600 products, but one of them is his pride and joy. It's his golden goose. And he's never been able to fully bring it to market. He's been working on it since 2001. Remember, this is 2017 when this is being told to me. He said, he's been working on this since 2001. He's never been able to bring it to market because of the main ingredient in it. And I just couldn't help myself. And honey, if you're listening, if you could bring me the book I left it on the table, please. She's in the other room, by the way, my partner. And we have all the doors shut to close each other off. And I said, what's the product? There it is, Nancy. Thank you. And he said, it's the only transdermal human growth hormone product available without a prescription. And it's registered with the FDA as an over-the-counter homeopathic drug. I did say drug. We don't really market a drug, but they classify it as that. Anyway, I know that that's a mouthful, so let me break it down. The first thing I heard in there was HGH. What was so compelling about that is I knew about HGH. I knew that it was the master hormone of the body. I knew that it's with us all throughout the stages of life. I knew that a hormone was a messenger. I knew that it was responsible for our blood pressure. Not fully, but it's a part of it, okay? Cells communicating, glands communicating, organs communicating with glands, cholesterol profile, bone mass, healing, all these different things, all throughout the stages of life. But I also remember that because of this book, I was on an airplane. I was flying somewhere to do a meeting for one of my other companies. New You Life is my 5th company in this industry. And I was reading this article about this book. And I remembered that when we're 30, for some reason, the gland that makes it, the pituitary, starts to dry up, shrink up, make less, and we all start succumbing to aging at the age of 30. So think about it. I'm hearing this from this individual that this guy's made a transdermal form, okay? And what was so compelling about that is for the last 30, 40 years, the only way to get HGH was either from the black market, and if you did find an endocrinologist to prescribe it to you, it was going to be anywhere between $1,500 and $7,000 a month, and you have to inject yourself every day in your abdominal area, which is ludicrous. How many people are going to do it? I'm looking at this screen. I know of one person that done it. That's Johnny. Johnny was on injectables for about a year and a half when he was 50. But not a lot of people are going to do that, but no one wants to age. Think about it. Who wants to wrinkle? Who wants to get overweight? Who wants to start forgetting things? Who wants to be in a bad mood? Who wants to not be able to sleep? No one. So I'm hearing this and I'm like, oh my gosh, a transdermal form. So anyways, let me pull something up for us. That's the wrong Zoom. Okay, I don't have my, bear with me, guys. I had the wrong presentation open, but I have the right one right here. And I want to show you a picture of Alexei and who he is. This is the individual that I got to meet that made the product that was explaining to me all these things. So bear with me. There we go. Sorry about that. It's completely my fault. Okay, share screen, and I'll be able to get this up. So sorry about that. Opened up the wrong PowerPoint. Okay, so this is Alexei, and I wanted to meet him. When I start learning about this, I'm like, wow, a transdermal form. I learned that it was $140. And when I got on the phone with Alexei, he said, Joe, he said, let me tell you what's so exciting about my product. He said, injectables are not only expensive, they're dangerous. People aren't going to do them. There's side effects. He said, when you use them, there's so much hormone goes in your body that your gland actually shuts down and it doesn't work anymore. It's not communicating with the other glands. He said, Somaderm, at the time, it wasn't called Somaderm, it was called HGH gel, and it was in a bottle like this. But he said, look, this is simple. He said, you wake up in the morning, it's not invasive. You put 2 pumps on a thin skin area of your body. I usually put it on my wrist and my forearms. He said, you spread it out. I don't even rub it in. I love to see it absorb through my skin. And it goes away. There's no greasy, oily feeling. He goes, it just absorbs in. And I'm giving you what we call a microdose. It's homeopathic. It's not a massive hormone. He said, my product doesn't work like injections. He said that little microdose gets to your pituitary and says, wake up, it's time to go back to work again. And it wakes up your own gland. There's also thyroid and adrenal. So we're waking up 3 major glands of the endocrine system that are really the bosses, and we're getting everything to communicate, and our bodies function like they're 15 or 18 years old. And I thought, wow, this is ingenious. And I was so impressed with Alexi, ladies and gentlemen. And let me tell you, for a while, I thought that the gel was our intellectual property, and it is. It is a groundbreaking, category creating. It is, to me, and I hope that, even though it looks like it, I know it looks like it, I get excited, but it's not. I'm not hyping this. I truly believe in this product like this. I believe it's the best product that's ever been on the earth. I truly do, with all my heart. And I didn't know that at the time, but what was so exciting is I didn't know that Alexi was the intellectual property. See, our founder of our company is our formulator. It gives us a huge advantage in the marketplace. Plus the fact that the R&D, the lab, it's all ours. We own it. And if you decide to become a part of this, I want to let you know that it's not some company that was thrown together with a vision of a comp plan and blah, blah, all the things you've heard, the blah, blah, blah. No, we brought a product to the world that the world has never seen. And we have affected millions of lives in 6 years. And it's because that Alexi's not worried about how much money he can make. He's worried about how many people he can affect with this product. And that's what got a hold of me. And, you start looking at, here's the back of the book. Okay, those of you that can see your screen, I knew, wow, what if this worked? And I'm like, lose fat, gain muscle, increase energy level, increase immune function, sexual performance, cardiac output, skin elasticity, wrinkles, cellulite, vision, memory, sleep, exercise performance, blood pressure, cholesterol, bone mass, wound healing, hair, skin, nails. That's about half of them. Can you imagine if you could rub something on your skin? By the way, for about for us distributors, it's $140 a month. For customers, it's $169. So you figure $4 or $5 a day, and you can get 3, 4, 10, 23 of the 40 benefits. Can you imagine what you could build a business when you have an exclusive product like this? Ladies and gentlemen, the first thing Lee and I did was started using this product. She was 1.5 years out of a hysterectomy. She was an absolute hormonal wreck. Miserable, couldn't sleep, no libido, hot flashes and night sweats, overweight, blood pressure, hair, skin, nails, horrible. All that changed for Lee. My wife is now the way she was when I met her. She's 111 pounds. She doesn't have any of those things anymore. She's joyful. She's jubilant. She's back. And we've been using this gel now for over 7 years. We started using it in May of 2017. I had prostate cancer when I started and didn't know it. Getting up 4 or 5 times a night to use the restroom. Guess what? The third night on the gel, I slept through the night. I woke up, I dreamt that night. I thought, wow. And I didn't know I had prostate cancer. I used the gel all through 44 radiation treatments, and it was like I didn't have anything wrong with me. They kept asking me, is this wrong? Is that wrong? Is this wrong? Is that wrong? I said, guys, if something's wrong with me, I'll let you know, but I'm fine. I can't feel anything. I'm not burning. I don't have any of these fatigue issues that you're talking about. I'm fine. It was amazing. Not to mention all the other things. I'm an athlete, and I've broken and ruptured so many things in my body, from bicep tendons to knees to neck to hands to elbows to back. It just goes on and on and on. This happened well into my 40s. I remember one time when I was in my 30s that Lee had to peel me off the floor. My back went out on me when I went to get out on the bed. And I was laying on the floor. I could not get up. I remember having her walk me down to the driveway. Our driveway's a couple 100 feet long, with tears coming down my face. It hurt so bad. 3 months after I was on the gel, I stood up out of bed one morning. My right foot that had plantar fasciitis, that didn't hurt. Nothing hurt on my body. So I've been on this gel now for almost 7 years, or a little over 7. And I don't suffer with any pain and discomfort. I just don't. It's amazing to me. The gel is absolutely amazing. So this gel, what we do, and if you're wondering, I don't want you reading the graph right now. or a spreadsheet. If you're wondering what are they asking me to do, I'm asking you a little different than other companies would do. They would just say, hey, we want you to get in, start signing a bunch of people up. I want you to become a product of the product. I want you to develop a story that you can tell in a couple minutes to say, I believe in this. This is what it did for me. There's an opportunity attached to this. You can't get it anywhere else in the world. And I would like to work with you and invite people to take a look. That's what we're asking you to do. We're going to help you with the presenting, with the, helping you with the decisions, helping you get people started, training, all that stuff. But this is what's so compelling about New You Life. In addition to this, we have 8 other product lines. I'm not going to go into them: weight loss, brain products, immune, pain, other things, skincare, that are all amazing. They're all have somatech in some way, shape, or form. They're built around hormonal health. I guess what I should say is we are the only hormonal health company of our kind doing it this way. There's not another one in the world. We're not replacing hormones. We're stimulating your own to work. We're getting you help. We're getting you back in balance. You balance your hormones, you will balance your life. I believe that with all my heart. So that's the opportunity. Bringing something to your social marketplace where every single month, where people are using this product and the margins are there, where you get paid over and over and over again every single week or every single month. We pay weekly. But I want you to just think about that same customer buying their gel on the 5th of every month and you get paid. Or that same customer buying XYZ of our product line. We want to show you how to leverage that. And we want to show you how to get paid, not only on your efforts, but the efforts of other people. And ladies and gentlemen, we're really good at what we do. Not only that, we're really great at what we do. In our first year, we did $60 million in volume. One of my partners, Paul, I think he's on here with me. We did that in 1 year in one country with one product. And he did the research. Google, eBay, and Amazon combined did about 57 million their first year. All 3 of them together, we did 60. Here's the best part of that. We paid $32 million to people like you and I, and Angel. How awesome is that? Next year, it says we did 150. We actually did 172. But even with the lower number, they said, New You Life is the fastest growing young direct sales company in the world. That is really cool. Year 3, we started to go international. We were ranked number 3 again by Social Selling News, but something magical happened. We were put on the number 40 of the top 100 global companies. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't get on this list unless you're at least 10 years old. We were 3. So it's amazing what has happened to New You Lives. And we've changed some lives. And that's what we're doing. We're sharing these products. We're using them. We're sharing our experience. We're building teams. Some people want to do it spare time. Some people want to do it part-time. Some people want to do it full-time. We let you make that choice. And we work with you accordingly. And then we take it from there. With that, I want to bring Angel on. She's been an incredible business partner to all of us. She helps in presentations. Matter of fact, she helps with whatever she's asked. She's wonderful. She's a single mom. She lives in Canada. She's trying to get to Florida to run from the cold. We're going to help her do that. We were talking about that yesterday, weren't we, Angel?
We were. That's for sure.
Take a minute, Angel, and tell everybody a little bit about yourself so that they know who you are.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm Angel Chandler. Like Joe said, I'm up in Canada in Winnipeg, and I'm a single mom of 2. I've got 2 kiddos, 17 and 11. And I've been in the network marketing profession for, it'll be 12 years this summer. I was introduced to it. I was a former paralegal for 14 years and worked the excruciating hours that a busy real estate law office is. And I was introduced to network marketing when I was on mat leave with my son. And it was a link a friend had sent me. I'd always been into fitness and always into health and all of that. And I saw the link and I said, Christy, could I sell this here in Winnipeg? And she's like, actually, let me show you what this is. And so that's how I was shown network marketing. And I knew of network marketing. I knew people had approached me with stuff before and videos that I didn't understand. And a guy with a briefcase showed up at our door a couple of times. And I was like, I don't know if I want to get into that. Right? Do I want to be one of those people? So I stayed up late every single night for like 7 nights, researching the industry, finding people who were having success. And I found some amazing people that were living lives that I had never dreamed of before, that were doing things that I've always wanted to do, and, giving money to places that they love, and total different mindset. And so I dove right in and I fell in love with this industry immediately. And my main reason when I first started is I just wanted to pay for like a grocery bill, right? I just wanted an extra couple $100. I just wanted to feel like I was contributing because I always wanted to be able to stay home with my kids. That was a huge thing for me. And fast forward 12 years, totally different life. I'm now single with my kids, have been single for 7 years now with them, but I'm doing it for such different reasons. It's the legacy, it's the potential, it's blessing others, it's helping other people to get from that place where I was and to come to where I am now. And it's the mindset and the whole thing. So I know that was a long introduction, but yeah, that's where I came from. And this is where I am now with New Life. And I love it.
I don't think it was a long introduction, and I think you hit on something. I think it was a great introduction, so thank you. But you hit on something, Angel, that may have struck a chord with some guests that are on here. Okay, let's get down and dirty and let's get raw. Let's become them again. Okay, let's say that I remember we never did this. I didn't know what to expect, but isn't it funny what you said? You just wanted to help. You just wanted to contribute, and you thought, I can make a couple $100 extra. Share with everybody, Angel, as you learn this industry and you learn the power of exponential growth, getting paid on 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. And then how your mind started to open and you went, oh yeah, share a little bit about that, because there's somebody on here right now, and nothing against any of you guests, but sometimes we think small because we don't understand, but we can think big. And, Angel was in the same place that probably Lee and I were at some point. So I think I'm glad you said what you said, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. I would love to. And, back then I wasn't thinking big. I wasn't thinking beyond the potential of my capped income at my job, right? I had poverty mindset. I was raised coupon clipping. My parents, my dad was laid off every winter. So I was not thinking big. So when I started to, I didn't have success in my first couple of companies. Let's just be real. I did not. I did everything wrong. I talked to everybody wrong. I verbally just said all the wrong things. It was horrible. I was horrible at it, but I kept on going and I kept on learning. And I was really blessed to meet some incredible mentors along the way that really showed me the ropes. I took some courses. I just got immersed in it. And what I found is it started stretching me. And so, yeah, when all of a sudden I had 50 people on my team, and then 100, and then all of a sudden 500, and then 1,000, and then 1,500. And I'm going, oh my gosh, I never expected this. I didn't have to go back to being a paralegal. I was able to make this work and do something. So it's the mindset growth that we do, and plugging into the training calls and plugging into, reaching out to someone and asking for help if you're kind of stuck mentally, because when you start to think bigger and you start to realize what you can create and you start to feel what freedom actually feels like, there's nothing like it, and you never want to leave it, right? You don't ever want to go back to, I couldn't imagine sitting in a cubicle now for 12 hours. I'd lose my
No,
mind.
it'd be impossible for me. I'd get fired in one day.
Yeah. You know what? I'll be honest. When I first got divorced, I did go back because I wasn't doing network marketing anymore. Right. When my company that I was with, unfortunately, they changed things and it wasn't great. So when that stopped, I actually left network marketing. So when I got divorced, I did go back to being a paralegal, and I'll be completely honest, I was fired in 10 months. Because I couldn't stop working a business, right? I was doing traditional business for myself and creating marketing stuff. But yeah, I was just, the entrepreneur mindset is different. And if you would have asked me when I first got that link, am I an entrepreneur? No, I would have never thought I could be an entrepreneur. I didn't know I had the creativity or the ability to do sales and talk to people and share and build my dreams on my own, right? And so that's really, I think, what what got me in such a huge way with this and why I'm so passionate about it now. You could say to me anything negative about network marketing and I'll have 15 positive things to say about it. Nobody's going to tell me that it's weird or that, you know, people shouldn't be doing this or that they're pyramid schemes, all of that stuff. I'm not going to listen to it because it's changed my life and it's changing lives of people that I'm working with. So I'm just so passionate about it.
That's exciting. This is fun, Angel. This is actually fun. I feel like me and you were just talking in all these squares. We need to look up and see who's above us, who's below us, who's beside us. This is awesome. Okay, let's switch and let's talk about New You Life.
Yeah,
Why are you here at New You Life? What do you love? What do you see? Just let it rip.
for sure. So all of that experience that I had in the companies that didn't work, the companies that did work, trying to start new companies. And I know you know the pain of that. Like if you're at the top of the company and it's ground floor. No, you don't want to be there. That's not a great place to be. So along the way, I learned the things that I needed, that I wanted in a company to be able to be successful, and not only myself, but to be able to bring somebody in and say, this is how you make money. This is how you share the product. This is the system. Have something that was working. And I knew all of those things I was looking for. And like I say, I didn't think I was going to come back into network marketing because I know it takes the effort and it takes all of those things. And I wasn't sure it was going to show up. So I actually met Paul Capozio on Clubhouse. We were doing network marketing training. I stayed in the industry training and I was doing all of that and coaching and all of that. And we coached with a few other networkers in Clubhouse. And I had reached out to him just about one of my other businesses. And he shared with me, I said, you know, what are you doing? Like, what is your company? And he shared with me New You Life. And I was like, oh, Paul, I'm not getting back into network marketing, you know, blah, blah, blah. And he started telling me all the great stuff about it and how his success. And I'm like, all right, well, I like skincare. I'll grab a spot. And so I'm so glad I did. So that is back in 2022, the beginning of 2022. I observed for a good probably 14 months. I sat back, I kind of hung around. I'd pop into some Zooms. I was using the product. Then I started using the Somaderm. Then I started seeing the culture. I started really liking it. And I really looked at what New Life is and the uniqueness of the products, the fact that we're a category creator, started to learn more about Alexi and the company, started to see the team and get excited about it, started training more on some of the calls. And then I really dove into the compensation plan, to be honest, and understood it and was like, whoa, this is incredible. The fact that we were established, you know, we're going to be $1 billion company this year. That's huge. Like everything I had wanted was like this gift from God just given to me, right? Saying, here, come back and build. And I knew I wasn't done. Like that was actually just something clear to me. It was like, I'm not finished with network marketing. And being here, I can say, of all the other companies that I've ever done, I've never experienced something like this. I've never experienced the people. Last time I was on this call, I think it was last summer. And since then, I've been able to meet so many of you. And I'll see you next week in Utah. And it's just, honestly, it's like we have like this amazing gift to give to people. And it works. And that's why I say to people, you know, if you're taking a look at companies or you're comparing products or compensation plans, really bring them to the person who brought you here and let's compare them and let's take a look, because I can guarantee you what we've got is so good that you'll be like, wow, like this is exactly where I need to be. And I know that people can come here, make this home, create success, be a part of this, share these incredible products that are changing lives. I mean, Somaderm alone, I'm a 45-year-old woman. I was in perimenopause and I started using Somaderm, and the very first night I slept through the night and didn't wake up like completely sweaty, right? For women, just that alone, the amount of women who go, like every single woman goes through hormone imbalance, right? So it's like, it's just the easiest product to share. Everybody who hears about it is like, oh my gosh, I need to have a look. I was with Marco at a wellness event this weekend, and all he said is, we have a hormone product. And the woman was like, oh my gosh, I need it now, right? Like it's just so exciting to be able to have a product that solves those problems for people. Yeah. Because you struggle, you struggle silently most of the time, right? Your body's changing. You don't understand what's going on. You can't sleep. You're moody. And you're going, okay, I guess this is just a part of life. And it doesn't have to be. And that's what we give to people, right? So it's like the fact that we have what we have product-wise, and then the business side of it. I mean, I couldn't ask for better. And it's just going to get better.
Wow. I'm glad you threw in some of the things that Lee was experiencing. I know you're a little younger than us, but she was really, it was piling on, Angel.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. I want to drive this home. The gel has a 60-day money back guarantee. At the very least, get on the gel. Okay. If you're a person like Angel, she wasn't sure when she started. Here's how you can be sure. You get your spot. You don't have to come in on a 4-pack or an 8-pack. If you're not ready to go and build a business, you don't spend $600, 11, you don't. No. We're not that, we're not those people. We do things differently. But if you're like Angel, you get your one bottle and you get up every morning, 5 days in a week, 5 days in a row. You put 2 pumps on. If it's a little too strong, about 1 out of 50 women, you know, they want to fight, you pull back the 1 pump. Okay. I'm not afraid to say that. The gel is very powerful product. 2 pumps before bed. And I mean, when you're getting ready to pull the covers up, you have that gel somewhere where you don't forget. 2 pumps again, rub your arms together, back of your knees, tops of your feet, whatever, under your arms, your groin. Those are thin skin areas with veins closely present under the skin. And you use this gel for 5 days in a row and you take 2 days off. And you do this for the next 60 days. And you will understand where the passion is coming from Angel and I. That's what I mean earlier when I said I'm not trying to hype you, but I'm truly this darn passionate about what we do because I know an individual without business experience, because of our coaching, because of our training, because of our mentoring, because of our system, it's all here. You don't got to worry about that. You don't have to create brochures. You don't have to create Facebook posts. It's all here. Everything is done for you. I want you to step in and become a believer. And when you believe, you become a little bit more unstoppable. And then you have a team around you that helps nurture you and build you. And you say, I'm game. I want to learn more. I want to build. I want to earn money. You may at some point say, I want to replace my income. I want to double it. I want to triple it. I'm not trying to bait anyone. Look, we have people that make no money, but we have a lot of people that make over $1 million a year. This is real. Okay. So it's exciting, Angel. I think when we forget that sometimes, right? When we're in this business for so long, we're like the opportunity. No, it's there. But what's the fuel behind the passion? Us knowing Alexi, his heart, our whole product line, just the whole thing, right? But it kind of grows on you, but it will never start. If you use the gel on Wednesday night and Friday morning, don't bother. You have to commit to your health, commit to the product. So you understand where this passion's coming from Angel, where it's coming from Joe. And then you'll see, and you'll be like, I can do this. I can build a business in something I believe in. Right, Angel? I mean, it's like, you know, when you have 2 children, Angel, or 3? I forget. 2. Okay, so when you got pregnant, did you send somebody a text? Or did you send your mom a letter saying, hey, Mom, I'm pregnant? Or did you pick up the phone and go, Mom, I'm pregnant, right?
I'm pretty sure I went to her house.
So you were so excited. Guys, that's how we get. We get so darn excited about sharing this because we're pretty darn sure. We can't guarantee because it's an over-the-counter, but we're pretty darn sure this person's life has a great chance of being changed and them feeling this if they do it right. That's my point. So
Yeah, I love that. And honestly, for me too, the Somanite, our collagen,
oh
changing my life. I've been on it since Florida and I will never stop. I can actually see, like, when we talk about anti-aging and vanity, I mean, all of us want to look younger. I was starting to get like jowls here and they're going away. Like, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, it's just, not only am I waking up feeling awesome, but I'm seeing the changes, right? And
yeah.
it's awesome for me. So I actually do Somanite at night and then the gel in the morning. So it's incredible what we have.
Wow, this is wonderful. Angel, you've been absolutely awesome tonight. I think you've given our guest a good perspective because, you know, you were there at one point. I was there at one point. And I'm going to share my screen one more time. And not to talk a lot about this, guys, don't worry. I'm not going to start drawing circles, but we get paid weekly. Okay. We get paid 6 different ways and 5 of them are weekly. One's monthly. But the point I want to drive home here is, Angel said it. First, there's 5 people, then there's 50 people, then there's 100. Pretty soon she had 1,500 people. Here's what I want you to understand. If 1,500 people give you 5 hours, or, well, let's say 3 hours a week, I can do that math. That's 4,500 hours of production per week. Remember I said a few minutes back about exponential growth once you understand it? Imagine you had 1,500 people giving you 3 hours. I mean, I'm underdoing it. 3 hours a week. That's 4,500 hours of production. What if? None of us can produce that. And that is the potential of what we do. Very, very exciting. So get with the person that shared this with you. Have them show you the packs and get any questions answered. If they can't, they can reach out to those of us that can. And you'll see us in Living Keller. You'll see us come to the rescue of answering a question or helping overcome your objection to make you feel comfortable enough to say, I'm going to join you guys. So anyway, with that, Angel, anything else you want to say? I'm going to bring Lee on and give away a few gels.
No, I'm just really excited. Thank you so much for having me here. And I'm excited for the people taking a look, because there's no coincidence, that you're here and seeing this right now. The timing's perfect. And we're excited for anybody who says yes to this night, because we all said yes at one point, right? We all said yes, and none of us regret it. So absolutely excited for the people here. And thank you so much, Joe and Lee.
You're awesome. You're awesome. Miss Lee, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can, but I can't see you.
I know. That's because I'm in my mobile office.
Uh-huh. I think it has something to do with our little bulldog probably plaguing you.
No, it's our guest, but that's okay.
Oh.
I had to leave because he wanted to talk, and that's okay because I love him.
All right. You pulling the wheel up, I take it?
I am. Can you see it?
It's coming. Jody T, nice job. Keith L, nice job. Wow. Angela J, nice job. Bridget T, nice job. More than one. Great job inviting tonight, guys. Everyone, great job. If I missed your name, go ahead, Lee, and mention what you want to mention.
So I have everybody in alphabetical order. If you are a distributor and you have a guest on and you do not see your name, just unmute yourself, and I will just speak up and I'll add you to it.
Darlene, you got 2 on. Nice job. I just saw that. Sorry I missed you the first time.
Thank you, Joe.
How about that? Darlene has 2. Her sister Bridget has 2. These girls are keeping it all in the family.
Yep.
Okay. Lee, you did a wonderful job. Let's take our first spin. Let's mix them up.
Okay.
Here we go, guys.
Bridget,
Oh,
congratulations.
thank
How about
you.
that? I gave you some good luck, love.
You sure did. Ho, ho, ho.
Now, you do not wait 3 days to text me your information. You do it tonight. ID, name, and address.
I'll do it. I'll do it right now. Don't you worry. Thanks,
God love
honey
you,
bunny.
Okay, great job. Congrats. Let's do it again. I'm going to freak out, Darlene, if you win a bottle of gel. Nancy.
Nancy, congratulations.
Oh, that's nice. And I only
God
have
bless
one.
Michigan.
Thank you. Congrats, Bridget, too.
You too, honey bunch.
Way to go, ladies. Nance, don't forget to text me your info. Wow.
And you read my mind, Joe.
Listen, everyone. Wonderful. Thank you, everyone. Listen, go ahead and take yourselves off mute. Again, thank you for your time. Angel, you were wonderful. Thank you as well. I hope that you saw something tonight. Believe in yourself. This is real. Remember what I said. Put this gel to the test. Put our products to the test. Do whatever you have to do. Investigate. But we'd really love for you to be a part of us. We enjoyed having you here tonight. I want to say God bless you all and have an incredible evening and a great night.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Bye,
you too,
everybody.
Joe.
Bye.
Thank
I
you.
told you, Angel.
Bye.
Well done.
Thank you,
Angela.
Angel.
Good
Bye-bye.
night,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Good
Thanks for attending,
night.
y'all.
Bye.